friends. I hope you're finding rest and relaxation in your day. In this video, I'm going to continue reading to you, and I'm going to read some of Dylan Thomas's play Under Milkwood. I went to theater school, and for actors in the English tradition, Under Milkwood is a commonly performed piece. It's often read by a group of people, or it's used for voice classes because of the complex language. It's good for practicing diction and just for memorization. And I've seen it performed by one individual and by two people and by a larger group. Dylan Thomas completed Under Milkwood just before he died in 1953. And it tells the story of a number of characters in the same town. And we learn about a lot of different unusual people as it continues. And it's often what the neighbors are saying about each other more than just the individuals talking about themselves. The play begins in silence, and when the first voice speaks, it is very softly, so that's very appropriate for our purposes. To begin at the beginning. It is spring, moonless night in the small town, starless and Bible black, the cobble streets silent, and the hunched quarters and rabbits wood limping invisible down to the slow black, crow black fishing boat bobbing sea. The houses are blind as moles, though moles see fine tonight in the snouting velvet dingles, or as blind as Captain Cat there in the muffled middle by the pump and the town clock, the shops in mourning, the welfare hall and widow's weeds, and all the people of the lulled and dumbfound towns are sleeping now. Hush, the babies are sleeping, the farmers, the fishers, the tradesmen and pensioners, cobbler, school teacher, postman and publican, the undertaker and the fancy woman, drunkard, dressmaker, preacher, policeman, the web-foot cockle woman, and the tidy wives. Young girls lie bedded soft or glide in their dreams with rings and trousseau, bridesmaided by glowworms down the aisles of the organ-playing wood. The boys are dreaming wicked, or of the bucking ranches of the night and the Jolly Rogered sea. And the anthracite statues of the horses sleep in the fields, and the cows in the byres, and the dogs in the wet-nosed yards, and the cats nap in the slant corners or lopes lie streaking and needling on the one cloud of the roofs. You can hear the dew falling and the hushed town breathing. Only your eyes are unclosed to see the black and folded town fast and slow asleep. And you alone can hear the invisible starfall, the darkest before dawn minutely dew-grazed stir of the black dab-filled sea, where the Arethusa, the curlew, and the skylark, Zanzibar, Rhiannon, the rover, the cormorant, and the star of Wales tilt and ride. Listen. It is night moving in the streets. The processional salt-slow musical wind in Coronation Street and Cockle Row. It is the grass growing on Laragoop Hill, dewfall, starfall, the sleep of birds in Milkwood. Listen, it is night in the chill, squat chapel, hymning in bonnet and brooch and bombazine black, butterfly choker and bootlace bow, coughing like nanny goats, sucking mintos, 40 winking hallelujah. Night in the 4 ale, quiet as a domino. In Aukie milkman's lofts like a mouse with gloves, in Diebread's bakery flying like black flour, it is tonight in Donkey Street, trotting silent with seaweed on its hooves, along the cockled cobbles, past curtained fern pot, text and trinket, harmonium, holy dresser, watercolors done by hand, china dog and rosy tin tea caddy. It is night, neddying among the snuggeries of babies. Look, it is night, dumbly, royally winding through the coronation cherry trees, going through the graveyard of Bethesda with winds gloved and folded and dew-doffed, tumbling by the sailor's arms. Time passes. Listen. Time passes. Come closer now. Only you can hear the houses sleeping in the streets in the slow, deep salt and silent black, bandaged night. Only you can see in the blinded bedrooms the combs and petticoats over the chairs, the jugs and basins, the glasses of teeth, thou shalt not, on the wall, and the yellowing dicky bird watching pictures of the dead. Only you can hear the houses sleeping in the streets, in the slow, deep salt and silent black, bandaged night. Only you can see in the blinded bedrooms the combs and petticoats over the chairs, the jugs and basins, the glasses of teeth, thou shalt not on the wall, and the yellowing dicky bird watching pictures of the dead. Only you can hear and see behind the eyes of the sleepers the movements and countries and mazes and colors and dismays and rainbows and tunes and wishes and flight and fall and despairs and big seas of their dreams. From where you are, you can hear their dreams. Captain Cat, the retired blind sea captain, asleep in his bunk in the sea-shelled, ship-and-bottled, ship-shape best cabin of Schooner House, dreams of never such seas as any that swamped the decks of his SS Kidwelly, bellying over the bedclothes, and jellyfish slippery sucking him down salt deep into the Davy dark, where the fish come biting out and nibble him down to his wishbone, and the long drowned nuzzle up to him. Remember me, Captain. You're Dancing Williams. I lost my step in Nantucket. Do you see me, Captain? The white bone talking? I'm Tom Fred, the donkey man. We shared the same girl once. Her name was Mrs. Probert. Rosie Probert, 33 Duck Lane. Come on up, boys. I'm dead. Hold me, Captain. I'm Jonah Jarvis, come to a bad end. Very enjoyable. Alfred Pomeroy Jones, sea lawyer, born in mumble, sung like a linnet, crowned you with a flagon, tattooed with mermaids, thirst like a dredger, died of blisters. This skull at your ear hole is Curly Bevan. Tell my auntie it was me that pawned the ormolu clock. Aye, aye, Curly. Tell my missus no, I never done what she said, I never, yes, they did. And who brings coconuts and shawls and parrots to my Gwen now? How's it above? Is there rum and lava bread? Bosoms and robins, concertinas, Ebenezer's bell, fighting and onions, and sparrows and daisies, tiddlers in a jam jar, buttermilk and whippets, rockabye baby, washing on the line, and old girls in the snug. How's the tenors in Dowlais? Who milks the cows in Masgvin? When she smiles, is there dimples? What's the smell of parsley? Oh, my dead dears. From where you are, you can hear in Cockle Row, in the spring moonless night, Miss Price, dressmaker and sweet shopkeeper, dream of her lover, tall as the town clock tower, Samson syrup, gold-maned, whacking-thighed and piping hot, thunderbolt based and barnacle-breasted, flailing up the cockles with his eyes like blow lamps and scooping low over her lonely, loving, hot water bottled body. Mefanoui Price, Mr. Mogg Edwards. I am a draper mad with love. I love you more than all the flannelette and calico, Candlewick, dimity, crash and merino, tussore, cretonne, crepon, muslin, poplin, ticking and twill in the whole cloth hall of the world. I have come to take you away to my emporium on the hill, where the change hums on wires. Throw away your little bed socks and your Welsh wool knitted jacket. I will warm the sheets like an electric toaster. I will lie by your side like the Sunday roast. I will knit you a wallet of forget-me-not blue for the money to be comfy. I will warm your heart by the fire so that you can slip it in under your vest when the shop is closed. Mefanoui, Mefanoui, before the mice gnaw at your bottom drawer, will you say, yes, Mogg, yes, Mogg, yes, yes, yes. And all the bells of the tills of the town shall ring for our wedding. Come now, drift up the dark, come up the drifting sea-dark street now in the dark night seesawing like the sea to the Bible-black airless attic over Jack Black the cobbler's shop, where alone and savagely Jack Black sleeps in a nightshirt tied to his ankles with elastic and dreams of chasing the naughty couples down the grass-green gooseberry double bed of the wood, flogging the tosspots and the spit and sawdust, driving out the bare, bold girls from the sixpenny hops of his nightmares. Evans the Death, the Undertaker, laughs high and aloud in his sleep and curls up his toes as he sees, upon waking 50 years ago, snow lie deep on the goose field behind the sleeping house, and he runs out into the field where his mother is making Welsh cakes in the snow and steals a fistful of snowflakes and currants and climbs back to bed to eat them cold and sweet under the warm white clothes, while his mother dances in the snow kitchen crying out for her lost currants. And in the little pink-eyed cottage next to the undertaker's lie alone the 17 snoring gentle stone of Mr. Waldo, rabbit catcher, barber, herbalist, cat doctor, quack, his fat pink hands palms up over the edge of the patchwork quilt, his black boots neat and tidy in the washing basin, his bowler on a nail above the bed, a milk stout and a slice of cold bread pudding under the pillow, and, dripping in the dark, he dreams of this little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed at home. This little piggy had roast beef. This little piggy had none. And this little piggy went wee, 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 all the way home to Waldo. Waldo. Yes, Blodman, love? Oh, what'll the neighbors say? What'll the neighbors? Poor Mrs. Waldo. What she puts up with. Never should have married. If she didn't had to, same as her mother. There's a husband for you, bad as his father. And you know where he ended up, in the asylum, crying for his ma every Sunday. He hasn't got a leg and carrying on with that Mrs. B.T. Morris up in the quarry, and seen her baby. It's got his nose. Oh, it makes my heart bleed what he'll do for drink. He sold the pianola and her sewing machine, falling in the gutter, talking to the lamppost, using language, singing in the W. Poor Mrs. Waldo. Oh, Waldo, Waldo. Hush, love, hush. I'm widower Waldo now. Waldo, Waldo. Yes, our mum? Oh, what'll the neighbors say? What'll the neighbors? Black as a chimney, ringing doorbells, breaking windows, making mud pies, stealing currants, chalking words. Saw him in the bushes, playing muchins. Send him to bed without any supper. Give him cenopods and lock him in the dark. Off to the reformatory. Off to the reformatory. Learn him with a slipper on his BTM. Waldo, Waldo, what you doing with our Mattie? Give us a kiss, Mattie Richards. Give us a penny then. I only got a halfpenny. Lips is a penny. Will you take this woman, Mattie Richards? Dulcie Prothero, Effie Bevan, Lil the Glue Pot, Mrs. Flusher, Blodven Bowen, to be your awful wedded wife. No, no, no. Now, in her iceberg white, holily laundered crinoline nightgown, under virtuous polar sheets, in her spruced and scoured dustifying bedroom in trig and trim Bayview, a house for paying guests at the top of the town, Mrs. Ogmore Pritchard widow, twice of Mr. Ogmore, linoleum retired, and Mr. Pritchard, failed bookmaker, who, maddened by besomming, swabbing and scrubbing, the voice of the vacuum cleaner and the fume of polish, ironically swallowed disinfectant, fidgets in her rinsed sleep, wakes in a dream, and nudges in the ribs dead Mr. Ogmore, dead Mr. Pritchard, ghostly on either side. Mr. Ogmore, Mr. Pritchard, it is time to inhale your balsam. Oh, Mrs. Ogmore. Oh, Mrs. Pritchard. Soon it will be time to get up. Tell me your tasks in order. I must put my pajamas in the drawer marked pajamas. I must take my cold bath, which is good for me. I must wear my flannel band to ward off sciatica. I must dress behind the curtain and put on my apron. I must blow my nose. In the garden, if you please. In a piece of tissue paper which I afterwards burn. I must take my salts, which are nature's friend. I must boil the drinking water because of germs. I must take my herb tea, which is free from tannin, and have a charcoal biscuit, which is good for me. I may smoke one pipe of asthma mixture. In the woodshed, if you please, and dust the parlor and spray the canary. I must put on rubber gloves and search the peak for fleas. I must dust the blinds and then I must raise them. And before you let the sun in, mind it wipes its shoes. In Butcher Banon's Gossamer Banon, daughter, schoolteacher, dreaming deep, daintily ferrets under a fluttering hummock of chickens' feathers in a slaughterhouse that has chintz curtains and a three-pieced suite, and finds, with no surprise, a small, rough, ready man with a bushy tail winking in a paper carrier. I'm going to stop there. I hope you've enjoyed hearing some of Dylan Thomas's Under Milkwood. I hope it's brought you some relaxation and maybe some tingles. If you've enjoyed it, feel free to tell me, and if you'd like to hear something else, I'd love to hear that as well. Bye for now, friend.